Why did so many people fucking hate Final Fantasy 15? I don't know. Let's talk about that on the Great Debate. What's going on, everybody? I'm DM Projector, and welcome to trying something new. So, for starters, again, I'm trying something new. So if I move too much, by the way, there's a really fucking creepy nutcracker over there, and if I look past the camera, it's because that's where my screen is. So, but enough about that. What we're here to talk about today. Final Fantasy 15. There it is. There it is. And why my opinion on why so many people didn't like it. And for the record, there were a lot of people who did like it, myself included. But I have not personally found a single another person who liked it, and I don't get why. It blows my mind. I think it's a great game. I really do. As a matter of fact, this copy that I'm holding in my hand right now, that you all can't see because my ring light's really fucking bright for some reason, is actually the second time I bought the whole game outright. I got shit falling over here on my little get up over here. Hold on, let me just fix that real quick. Look really stupid for a second. Anyways, that's not gonna work either. Fuck it. Fuck it. We'll do it live. One take. That's all I'm doing. So, like I said, Final Fantasy 15. It was a good game. I loved it. It took me 30 years to beat it, but that also had to do with the fact that my Xbox died. I got like quite a few chapters in, and then suddenly my fucking Xbox stopped working. And I bought a PS4. And then I found it for $10 at Walmart. Bought it. Started playing it again on the PS4. And was pissed off at the fact that I had to start over. Even though I was so fucking far into the game. But with that being said, I thought it was a great game. I loved it. It was a fucking fantastic, amazing story, amazing graphics. It was a typical Final Fantasy game in a lot of places. But people hated it. And what's funny is before I started this, because I was like, I'm gonna check the reviews first. I'm gonna see what people have to say. I'm gonna see what its rating was on a lot of the major sites, and it got fucking great ratings. Let's see if it'll pick up my phone here. No, yes, it got fantastic ratings. But it is still like, as far as I have seen publicly and through friends and through all kinds of other things, it is a dog shitted on game. And I don't get it. I have my speculations. I have what I think people don't like about it. And I've even got a few people telling me what they thought about it that I'm going to use as examples here. And for starters, one of the biggest things I've seen is complaints about the combat system, which I get. It's not turn-based. Final Fantasy has not been turn-based for years at this point. I'd hate to break it to you, but 16's probably not going to be turn-based either, because the 7 remake wasn't either. Just saying. Just fucking saying. I'm going to take these off before I step any further. I'm just saying. That's one of the biggest complaints I've seen, is that, oh, it's not turn-based, it's not turn-based fighting, I don't like the way the battles are. The same bullshit people have been saying since, I think, 12 started the non-turn-based. By the way, if this windbreaker is loud, I apologize. But that can't be your only reason for hating a game, right? You would think not. But for a lot of people it is. There's the not turn-based battles. Not turn-based battles. There's... I've seen complaints about the story. I've seen complaints about the driving around in the car. I mean... I have seen and heard personally complaints about everything. People saying the story was boring. It didn't bring enough to the table. It didn't earn the name Final Fantasy. And these are the same fucking people that will look me dead in my eyes and tell me 10 was a good game. Fuck Final Fantasy X. That is for a different episode. But back to the main point. There are people that will dog shit all over Final Fantasy 15 for its battles, for its main characters. I literally know somebody who hated the game because of Noctis. Because of the main character, hated the fucking game. I thought he was a good main character. Personally. I really did. I like the way they portrayed his story. I like the way that they wrote him in. I like the fact that midway through the game, he tries to fist fight somebody because they disagree with him. I like that. It was different. It changed everything up. It wasn't, a straight fucking line. Which we come to expect from Final Fantasy games not being a straight fucking line. Most of them aren't. For the record, I'm going 100% unscripted today, and I didn't even think about this idea until I did this setup and decided to try something new. So, these are my opinions off the top of my head at 2 o'clock in the morning. Just in case you're curious, yes, it really is 2 o'clock in the morning. Because I don't understand the hatred. Mostly because people won't go into detail about why they don't like it. The biggest turnaround on a complaint that I've heard is in the argument of the battle system. It's open world battling, God forbid. These are the same people that'll turn around and play fucking Fallout, where your enemy runs up on you and you choose in the moment how you're going to take care of them. That's what 15 is. 15 is, oh, you're just strolling along, going to do your fucking mission. Oh shit, there's an enemy. What am I going to do? Am I going to fight or am I going to flight? Like, what the fuck am I doing? I don't understand it. Like, I need to stop looking over there, but I see myself moving and I get distracted. I do not understand why such a highly rated game, such a I'm not going to say groundbreaking because it wasn't. But at the same time, it brought back a lot of the older elements in Final Fantasy. As a matter of fact, just putting this out there, in case you have never beaten that game, in the final scene, there is music from Final Fantasy IV. There is a track from the Final Fantasy IV soundtrack, or 2 if you live in America and haven't caught up with the numbering system of the Final Fantasy games yet. It's Final Fantasy IV. Get over it. There is a song from that soundtrack in the game. Excuse me. Blew my mind. Like, I finished the game. It's going through, its whole ending sequence. And that starts playing, and I'm just like... Not to mention some of the references to older games in that game. There are elements from damn near every Final Fantasy leading up to 15. With the exception of like 1 and 2. Because there's no crystals that you're after. And with the exception of 5, because there's no job system. But I don't get it. Like, some of the biggest Final Fantasy fans that I know don't like the game. And when I ask them why, the only explanation I can get is, I just didn't. There has to be a reason. Especially when you're going to look at me and tell me how excited you are about 16, which looks damn near the exact same. Just, throwing that out there to you. I don't get the hatred for it. I don't get the dislike. I know people who hate on Final Fantasy 13 less. And these are the same people who just couldn't stand 13. I can't have an opinion on 13. I haven't finished them. I fairly recently started the first Final Fantasy 13. One of 3. I mean, I can't have an opinion. But I don't understand it. Like, it's well written. The final fucking fights are amazing. The whole last, 30 minutes, depending on what level you are and what mode you're playing on, are fucking beautiful to me. The fact that you fucking fight Cerberus to start things off, you battle Cerberus. Fucking 3-headed dog, motherfucker, and you're gonna tell me that you don't like the way that the fight is? What's wrong with you? It's got to be more than just, I don't like the way the battles are. Because again, these are the same people that are going to sit there and tell me how much they love 7 Remake. Correct myself there. Which follows basically the exact same battle sequence. Doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't. And if somebody can help me understand why people hate 15 so much, then by all means, please comment below. And we'll make a follow-up video in the future where I try to unfucking stand somebody. Moth. So, I mean, if you can help me understand it, then please do. But I just don't see it. I don't see a reason to hate on a game that was very highly rated, that we waited forever for. Maybe that's why people hate it, was because we waited 15 fucking years for it. I mean, they started development of that game shortly after 6 was released. And it took until, 2015? When was this released finally? 16? 2016 was when it finally came out. After, 16 years of development, if not longer. So, that's all I have to say. Like I said, if you have a different opinion, or if you think you can help me understand why people don't like it, please comment below. Like this video if you like this video. Don't like this video if you don't like this video. Subscribe if you want to see more. This is season 2 of the Great Debate, which used to be a Two Bored Nerds video, but I haven't explained myself on that one yet. That one's coming soon. That's a little deeper than why people hate Final Fantasy 15. So, but yeah, stay tuned. I've got many more coming up. I've got some gameplays coming up. I'll put videos here on these sides. Center myself here. There's the center. And until next time, guys, y'all stay classy, stay cool. Play video games, love each other, and whatever the fuck else I want to say. So until next time, guys, later.